Shriman Narayan. Jai Shriman Narayan. Jai Shriman Narayan. I pay my obeisances to my spiritual master, Srimad Jagat Guru Sudarshan Acharya Maharaj. I pay my obeisances to Lord Sri Ramanuj. I pay my obeisances to our Purva Acharyas. I pay my obeisances to our 12 Alvars. I pay my obeisances to Mother Lakshmi. And I pay my obeisances to Lord Sriman Narayan. I welcome all of you here physically at the Sri Narayan Dham in Durban, South Africa. I welcome those that's watching this discourse locally, nationally and internationally, and I welcome in advance those that's going to be watching this discourse when it is posted on YouTube and the various groups from around the world subsequently. I want to re-establish our reason for being here, and I just want to revive the ABC to spirituality. So this is not a religious program, this is a spiritual program, and every now and again we need to know why we attend a program of this nature. So we're going to start, and I think it's called remedial work in school. Let's see how my grade R devotees or grade double R devotees remember. What is the A in spirituality? What is the A in spirituality? Accepting what? Accepting a bona fide after due diligence. Don't just come here and don't research who the Guru is or who the Acharya is. Otherwise you're going to run out fast when your ears are squeezed. Then you're going to say that's a fake Guru. Alright? So you must do due diligence. You must find out who this Guru is, which system he belongs to, how long that system is in existence, is the system that he belongs to, is that system bona fide as well? Because everything must be bona fide, everything must be authentic, everything must have credentials, everything about the Guru must be 100% true and correct. If you take a false Guru, you're going to get false information and your life will have a false impact. If you get a true Guru, your life will start prospering in a true way and the result will be absolutely true. So many people just take on gurus, take on institutions, take on places, especially in Sanatana Dharma, because it feels good. So this is not a feel-good satsang. This is absolutely scientific. When you come here, when you do an equation, the equation must have a product, and that product must be absolute. So everything must be tangible, everything must be for real, and every aspect of your relationship in the satsang must be for real. You yourself must be for real. So the Guru teaches you your real self. On every occasion the Guru he teaches you who you are, how you landed here, and how you can get out of here. Everyone who's in this material universe has to have a Guru. The Guru takes his birth only in the material universe, and every personality, every soul in the material universe has to have a Guru. That is number one. That is the first injunction. Without the Guru, you don't have a GPS, and you're driving in the neighborhood asking somebody for a particular destination. Your Guru is your GPS, and your destination is out of this world. Your destination is out of this world. Your destination does not belong in material universes. This is not your destiny. You are here, you need to get out, and you need to get out as soon as possible. Make this your last lifetime so that you can go home. You can go back home. You are imprisoned in this material universe. That is why, which prison in the world you can have happiness in? Who is ever happy in any prison? Even if you bought off the warders. Even if you bought off the warders, in which prison will you ever feel happy? If you take a fish out of water, will that fish ever be happy? It's always tossing and turning and tossing and turning. This is how you feel. This is how you feel in this universe, because you are out of water. This is not the place to be. This is not your home. No matter what your situation is, even if you're a multi-billionaire, you still do not have absolute happiness. Because absolute happiness can only be found in your source. In your source. And this material universe is not your source. All of you understand? So the job of the Guru is very difficult, because everyone is computed to synthesize with material results. Everyone is computed to synthesize with material results. If you continue coming to the satsang, and if there's no material results, then one day you're going to leave. One day you're going to leave. So the Guru has a difficult job of giving you some material results to keep you here, to teach you how to attain spiritual results. So the Guru has to balance how much he gives you. Ashmika, Guru give you too much, too quickly, then you won't see Ashmika in satsang regularly. So that's why the Guru have to give in tidbits. When the Guru give in tidbits, then you're going to continue coming to satsang to get the other tidbits. The other tidbits, so I have to keep you hooked like a fish. I have to reel you in, slowly take out the hook, give you some food, then take out the food, put the hook back and reel you. Week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out. You understand? And all this is for your own good. I've had thousands of devotees in the satsang. You don't see them because I gave them. Who came for a house, as soon as they got the house, then they'll make some excuse to leave the Guru. Who came for a job or who came for a business, I gave them business. People came here to get married, I got them married. I even got them married in the ashram, with the ashram expenses. They were following me for years and years, and at that point in time I used to have 4 satsangs a week in 4 different locations in Durban. And they'll follow me from satsang to satsang, from satsang to satsang. Loyal, as the word loyal expresses. But as soon as I gave them what they wanted, Guru can't see them. So we decided now to change tactics, because Gurus are not very stupid, So Gurus decided to change tactics and give you in bits and pieces. Where's Vasan? Vasan is here. He'll tell you how people followed us from satsang to satsang, in the rain, in the storm, with small kids, big kids. They followed us all over the place. And whatever they wanted, the Guru gave them, plus more. But they're not here today. Guru can't see them anywhere in Durban as well. They disappeared from Facebook too. Guru can't see them anywhere. Okay? Because the novelty wore off. It's like buying a car. It's like buying a car. When you buy a brand new car, you don't want anyone to sit in it longer than necessary, isn't? You leave the plastic seats in place, you leave everything in place, you won't want anyone to touch it. But it will take you years to get this car. Years, you long for this car. This will be your dream car. But when you get it, nobody must touch it. You'll wash it yourself. You'll clean it yourself. Nobody must scratch it. But after 1 month, you lose little bit interest. After 2 months, you lose more interest. After 3 months, anybody can even drive your car. You're too lazy to go now and move your car. Anyone can put it in a garage. But when you first got it, nobody must touch it. So that's how satsang is. When you need something, when you want something, you'll be attached to satsang. But after you get all you got, then you'll say, okay, I'll miss 1 week, Ashmita. I'll miss 2 weeks, it's okay. I'll miss 5 weeks, it's okay. I'll miss 10 weeks, it's okay. Alright? So Guru does not take whatever Guru gave you. Guru does not punish you by taking anything back. But the insurance falls off. What happens? The insurance and the grace falls off. So it is absolutely necessary to do due diligence when you come to a satsang. So you know upfront what the conditions are for you and for the Guru. And that is the A in the ABC to spirituality. You must do due diligence. You must like what the Guru is giving you. Alright? Not all Gurus give you what I'm giving you, but what I'm giving you come with a combination of, what's a good word, Jessica? Gifts. And one of my greatest gifts is whacking. Ashmika, my greatest gift is getting whacked at a satsang, alright? So you must know up front that this Guru has a whip. This Guru has a whip, and now and again you can get whacked with the whip. And this whip is not an ordinary whip that just stings you. It got salt in it. It's soaked in salt. Alright? You must accept this at the outset. You must know, I'm signing a contract with this Guru. I'm going to become an aspirant first. Then I'm going to become a devotee. And then I'm going to become a disciple. So it's a long contract you sign in with the Guru. You're going to spend many years with the Guru. And in between the years, now and again, a hot one from the Guru. Especially on a cold, rainy day like this. Now and again, a hot one from the Guru. Alright? If you are prepared to accept those terms and conditions, then that covers your A in spirituality. Your A in spirituality. Accepting a bona fide spiritual master after due diligence and accepting to get a few hot ones along the way. Alright? Remember it like that. Remember it like that? Then we have the B in the ABC to spirituality. What is the B? That's why I said triple R. This is a triple R grade I'm teaching, because I said this maybe about 15, 20 times. What is the B?
Believe.
Believe. What you must believe? What you must believe? The teachings of the Guru. You must believe in the teachings of the Guru. So first, you must accept a bona fide spiritual master after due diligence. Then the next step is you need to believe in the teachings of that Guru. And what is the C? Navir, what is the C in ABC to spirituality? Is there a grade lower than triple R or double R? I'm so embarrassed. I'm on the world stage, and my aspirants don't know the ABC to spirituality. Cultivating the teachings of the Guru. What does cultivating the teachings of the Guru mean? Putting what the Guru teaches you into practice. Who must practice, Guru or you? Yeah, Guru is out of practice now. Guru is into preaching. Guru is into preaching. That practicing, don't expect me to teach you a whole lot of things and go into my kutir and I must practice whilst you go home and practice what you normally do. That practicing that the Guru teaches is for you. So the Guru said on many, many occasions that you have 6 vices. You have 6 vices, and the removal of the vices is step number 1 into the contract between you and the Guru. Removal of your vices is step number 1 in our MOU. You know what's a MOU? Yes, I think somebody must prepare these MOUs and I'll sign it with each one of you. Okay? There are 6 vices: anger, hatred, jealousy, pride, ego, envy. These things you need to start diminishing. You can't all of a sudden go home and say, from tomorrow I won't be angry. That is impossible. But you can start limiting your anger. You can start decreasing your anger. What is the opposite of anger? Peace. You get an angry person or you get a peaceful person. As your anger decreases, what will increase? Peace. So you are the destroyer of your own peace. Not your husband, not your wife, not your children, not your employer, not your employee, not any of your associates. You are the destroyer of your own peace. You can't get peaceful if your husband becomes peaceful. You can't get peaceful if your wife becomes peaceful. You can't get peaceful if your children become peaceful. You can't get peaceful if your employer gets peaceful. Peace belongs to you individually. No one can make you angry. Only you can make yourself angry. There's nobody on the outside that has the capacity to push your anger button. And there's nobody on the outside to push your peace button. Only you can push your anger button on. All these buttons belong to you individually. It's an excuse that we say, my wife made me angry, that's why I went to the pub. It is an excuse. You wanted to go to the pub. You love going to the pub. You love to drink. Drinking is your first love. First, God. Drinking is your God. You love it. That's why you do it. That is why you do it. If you didn't love it, you won't do it. So your wife never pushed you to the pub. Your children never push you to the pub. The husband didn't push you to the pub. The parents didn't push you to the pub. You go there because you love drinking, or you love drugging, or you love gambling. All these addictions belong to you. You love it. You will use any excuse. You will use any excuse to go and activate your love, which is your addiction. That includes anger. That includes anger. If you got an anger problem, you need to subdue it. And before Jessica, I had another devotee who had a huge anger problem. She came to me, she said, Guru, when my fiancé took the left turn, instead of taking the right turn, I exploded. It made me super angry. And then I took on an anger management course. And Lakshmi and Saraswati are witnesses because I sent her to them. And as they fed Lakshmi, as they fed Saraswati, this girl got pregnant, she has a baby, and her anger problem is gone. But she admitted that she has an anger problem. Hands up, all of you with an anger problem. Let's see how many hands go up. Nadine, Vasan is watching you. Instead of counting how many hands in the satsang, he's in the executive committee, take note, he is watching Nadine, whether hands are going up or not. Anyway, Vas, after satsang, you can test the anger at home. Let's see what happens. Alright? So if you have an anger problem, then you need to start reducing your anger. You need to start reducing your anger. You understand? Everything else, all the other vices kicks in. The leader of the pack is anger. Is anger. From anger you get arrogance. From arrogance you get greed. From greed you get lust. All these vices, the general of all these vices is anger. So if you start with anger, everything else will have a calming effect. You can make the same transaction by swallowing your anger. You can make the same transaction by swallowing your anger. And you can practice it, Ashmika. You can tell Avir under your breath. Right? Instead of exploding, you tell Avir by under your breath. Take 3 heavy Mahakali breaths. 3 heavy Mahakali breaths and say the same thing in another way. First, through clenched teeth, under your breath, say something nice, but you'll be meaning something else, but you're changing the dynamics of the transaction. You understand? Avir Bhai might not catch up the essence or the other end, but you are repairing yourself. You are repairing yourself. And you'll see slowly, if you'll come satsang every Avir Bhai, every weekend and all the main functions, then you'll see slowly it will be beneficial for you. The drive may be a little bit long, but you'll have a happy feeling at home, because Guru will make sure Ashmika sheds off every 2 or 3% of her anger at satsang, during satsang. Okay? So this week is Ashmika's turn. Next week might be somebody else's turn, you know. We take turns, Ashmika. Like cooking, we take turn. The same people don't cook every week. Just like that, the same people won't get whacked every week, all right? Let me find a new offender. I'll have to find a new offender. Okay, so this is the reason you come to satsang. You don't come to satsang on anything on the material plane. You come to satsang to be changed spiritually. You're a spiritual being. You have a material vehicle, but you yourself is absolutely spiritual. You're a spiritual being, and when you come to satsang, initially come for whatever you want, Guru will give you. But along the way, take cognizance of the discourses and start using one sentence somewhere in your life that week. Only one sentence somewhere in your life that week, Mami. So if you are about to rage, just remember what Guru said. Anger is the general of all vices. And Mama, if you are on the other end of Mami's rage, this is why it is good for husbands and wives to come to satsang. Whichever is the culprit in anger, the other must remind what the Guru said. Anger is the general of vices. Mama, you'll be brave enough to say it? Yeah. Okay, Mama is brave. All right, I wish there were more brave husbands in the satsang. Mama, maybe you'll get a medal end of this year, because I can't see with my foresight brave husbands in the satsang, Tony. And Guru never made a mistake, Tony. I don't know, will you be brave enough to tell Rita, anger is the general of vices? Loud. Okay. All right. So we have 5 minutes left because it's going to be load shedding. So we'll continue whatever we are doing during the load shedding. We'll make a plan. I think this main sound system won't work with the solar. So on behalf of all the devotees, I want to wish Mataji a happy 58th birthday. It's looking like 85 from my side. Gurus don't lie, look in the back. It's looking like 85, all right? But okay, so I'm retiring Mataji from a lot of work that she does in the ashram. She's involved in counseling people. She's a doctor. I'm telling her now, stop. I hear my kutir room. I hear Mataji. Day in, day out, day in. She's even an employment bureau. Mataji is everything. So I told her now, retire at the age of 58 and just cook for me and Chris and Taffy and Benjamin and relax now. We have enough people that in the satsang to continue. That is why I retired from cooking, because she used to get up 5 o'clock every Sunday morning, and Mataji is not a morning person. 6 o'clock or maybe 6:30, her eyes should really open. But she did it for many years now. So now she needs to just rest. The only food she must cook is for us at the ashram. And as soon as we finished with concreting and all our things, then devotees will take on another seva. And this is done at Siddhartha Ashram. You will come and clean the garden. I got 3 permanent workers that's working here, but you'll come and have an opportunity to pull out weeds here and there, like Mama did this morning. Wash the concrete, wash the driveway, hose on a Saturday, and prepare for the Sunday. This is what Mataji and I did before we got this mission. We used to go to Reservoir Ashram, we used to clean toilets, cook, do everything. We didn't know, we had no intention of becoming a guru or the guru's wife. We just loved our guru and we loved our ashram. We wanted whichever ashram we are in must be the best in the world. That should be your feeling. When you go out, you must say, that is my ashram. People ask, which ashram? Just tell them ashram on the M19. Everyone knows. Don't tell them Sri Narayan Dham. Ashram on the M19. Whether it's blacks, coloreds, whites, everyone knows this ashram on the M19. You must be proud of this ashram. You must be able to come here, Ashmika, and pull out weeds on the cliff going down to the M19. That's how proud you must be of your ashram. Alright? So slowly, by next year, we'll hand over the entire ashram to the devotees, and we want to now have a rest. Because this year will be the 10th year. We've been physically, financially, spiritually, religiously, in every aspect of the ashram we've been involved. Now the ashram, the infrastructure is here, everything is here. It's time that you got interested. I said I don't want hundreds and thousands of devotees. I just want a handful, but a loyal handful that can run this place. And when you learn running this place, you can see I do not have enough time. And any time if I leave, all our hard work must not go in vain. So I want you to practice how to run this ashram whilst I'm around. So when I do leave, it will be a machine in work and motion. So we want to thank Mataji. We started very, very hard. Our material life was not easy. We went through hell. And our spiritual life is still not easy. We're going through hell. Hell on that side, hell on this side. But I think it is right to, Vasan, you agree? To retire Mataji from now. She needs to stop getting involved in the central aspects of the ashram from the front. She can advise from the back. And I think that would be the biggest birthday gift you devotees can give her, is take away her duties one by one. Okay? So we wish Mataji a happy 58th birthday. And I think she reached a stage in her life now. She completed everything. She has 2 grandchildren. I think we'll focus. She can start focusing on her grandchildren and having some rest. This ashram is not easy. If somebody wants to stay here a whole day, then you see from the time we get up until the time we sleep, 7 days a week. 7 days a week we don't have any rest. Okay? So we didn't want to make this an issue. It is not an issue, but in every satsang, Shri Vaishnavite satsang or any other satsang, you must have seva, simran and satsang. So this ashram is already built. Simran is constant contemplation of the Supreme Lord. constant contemplation of the Supreme Lord is Simran. Satsang is coming on a Sunday like this and listening to Discourse. But Seva is your doorway to Vaikunt. Seva is your doorway to Vaikunt. So get involved. It's your ashram. You belong in this ashram. Put your energies in the ashram. And whatever negative energy that you have in your consciousness, when you enter the ashram, you leave the negative energy and you take the positive energy and you go home. All right? You leave the electrons, you leave the neutrons, and you take the protons home. You understand? This is a reservoir of protons. Reservoir of protons. Dip yourself in a reservoir of protons once a week and go home. When you go home, when you meet people who's not in the same dimension, then another transference takes place. If you are too long with an angry person, you also become an angry person. If you are long with a peaceful person, you also become a peaceful person. Have you noticed? You noticed? You know, there's a saying, if you sit with a dog with fleas, eventually you'll catch the fleas. All right? Okay. Are there any questions? Any questions? Jessica, I think I just want to do a quick court report. Yeah, and next week? Don't think? Okay. Quick court report. Firstly, if anyone takes a guru to court for harassment, I think it's unheard of. Unheard of that a guru can harass anyone. You understand? And then, if you are that big man, the word starts with the M. M-A-D-H-I-R means you're a big, great man, fearless man. Nobody can inspire any fear in you. Yes or no? In our slang, in our colloquial, if I say I am a M-A-D-H-I-R, it means I'm a deadly. Nobody can shake one hair of me. But if you take guru and woman to court, if you charge a guru for harassment, and if you charge woman for harassment, can you say you're a M-A-D-H-I-R? And not just say it, you're a certified M-A-D-H-R. Huh? You have to, if you take woman and a guru to court, then you have to take the M in M-A-D-H-I-R and turn it upside down. It will become a W. You can be a certified wader. It's a new word we invented. All right? All of you understand? So firstly, remember now, look at the contradiction. You go out publicly, you tell the whole world, I'm a certified M-A-D-H-I-R. And if you go and Google M-A-D-H-I-R, it will say that you are that-o. You are that-o. Now a that-o can never take a guru and woman and charge a guru and woman for harassment. You run into courts for a woman and a guru, then you can't be that. So this person took me to court. He got a harassment order against me, and 2 weeks ago the harassment order was suspended. It was suspended. But he went onto social media and he said that he went toe to toe with an attorney who was also a magistrate. My attorney was also a magistrate. He said he went toe to toe with an attorney who was a magistrate, and he put 2 points forward. and he won both points. He said not because of who he is, but because of merits. So the court order states, which we got emailed from the court to my attorney, that this harassment order against the Guru was suspended. Do you understand? So if a man like this lies about a court order, what do you think will be the truth on his platform? Nothing. You understand? Nothing. So I am now responding to the lie that the harassment order against the Guru remained. It does not remain at this point in time. I have no harassment order. Then boys can't play with men. Boys can't play with men. There's a different category. A boy's understanding is limited. A man's understanding is of a wider scope. This is what happens when boys think they know everything, come into the arena of men. So in this arena of men, there is going to be consequences. So to date, I have not opened a case. I am not the perpetrator, but I have not opened a case against the perpetrator because gurus don't like doing this. But when boys do not learn how to be boys, then sometime we have to teach them a lesson. So my attorney is busy preparing now to teach this man a lesson. This man now needs to learn a lesson, otherwise he's not going to stop. Okay, so I just wanted to update you in response to a fake video that was circulated by the applicant. All right, so Guru is coming from way back. If you're a real man, if you're a credible man, Jessica, your school friends must still be your friends. In whichever business, wherever you worked in your life, all these people must still be your friends. If everyone isolated you, you're a one-man band, and every attorney you had, you fired. Every attorney you had, you fired. There's not an attorney that completed a case with this man. Now he fired his last attorney as well. So if you're firing everyone around you, then who is the problem? Who is the problem? Do you understand? You have to be the problem. You got no school friends, you got no business associate friends in your own category. People threw you away when there was a complaint against you. That means all your credibility is gone. You're not a credible person anymore. You're just using social media just to lie to yourself. You understand? Are there any questions? Vasan? Just now you'll get a harassment order against you, which will be okay. You are Vasudeva. You are Vasudeva. And if he makes you angry, you'll turn into Ravana. And when you turn into Ravana, all hell will break loose. All hell will break loose. He has not met Vasudeva yet. Jai Shriman Narayan. Okay, just before we go off, I'd like to inform you that next week we are hosting the Prince of the San Nation in South Africa, and we are signing our memorandum of understanding with them that we have accepted them and they have accepted us. And as I said, it's in a world first recognition that they worship the same 4 deities that we worship. As Sanatan Dharmis, as Indians, or as those of us that call ourselves Hindu, original from India, Aboriginals of India and Aboriginals of Africa, we are getting married on Sunday. Would our religion, would our culture, would everything. And this fits in with my oneness program and social cohesion. So I'd like to invite you to be here on that day. It is going to be something very, very spiritually potent. We didn't know, but we had a leg in Africa long before 1860. And there's somebody that said he's the greatest Indian and did the greatest work since the 1860 settlers, Jessica. Same person who I got the harassment order from. Indians are here since time immemorial in Africa. So we are tying this, and the beauty of this is that this memorandum of agreement has a period, legal period of 1,000 years, which means the Sri Narayan Dham, together with the San people, will continue long after Guru is gone. Our children who will become part and parcel of this ashram will continue that relationship and cement it in such a cohesive way. Look what this will mean for India in all its aspects. Look what this memorandum of understanding, this initiative, when I go to India and start meeting the Indians, there's a royalty in India. There's still kings in India. You know that. Do you know? Yes. So this prince will be coronated king from a king in India. It has not happened yet. I have not found that king yet. But I'm setting this forth. All this is in our memorandum of agreement. The marriage of the San and the Hindu people. Okay? So we did have backlash. We did have backlash from another religion, but we fixed it up. So this marriage is going to be like any other marriage. It's not going to be rosy. It's not going to be rosy, but we will have to hold our hand and negotiate anything that happens along the way. Okay, so I think it would be nice for you to be here to witness this historic signing of this memorandum, and also we're going to mix our cultures. So there'll be one Hindu bhajan and one San hymn. One Hindu bhajan, one San hymn, and the prince. I'll introduce the prince with a small background, and he's going to release this memorandum of understanding together with all of the initiatives to the world on this program on Sunday. Okay, so it's very historic. It is significant for the Sri Narayan Dham, and I would like all of you to be here also to assist. I've given Jessica an instruction that we want a variety of authentic Indian food, and that includes dal pitta. All right. So I know, I can see the smiles. Many of you will be here for the dal pitta more than the significance of the prince being here. All right. And the following week, we also expect one of the former presidents. We're just waiting for confirmation. One of the former presidents of South Africa to also grace us on the 12th. So the Sri Narayan Dham is within its constitution. All what I am doing, nothing is a mistake. Everything I've constituted in 2017 when we registered our NPC. Whatever is happening with the prince, with the president, there'll be other dignitaries. Whatever will be happening here is already in the constitution of the Sri Narayan Dham. Nothing is a fluke. Nothing is a fluke. Nothing is for social media. Social media is only 10% of Sri Narayan Dham. Any questions? Okay, Mataji is waiting for the birthday song and the Guru is going on and on and on. Alright? Just like how when Guru waits for his thing and Mataji goes on and on with the devotees. Jai Sriman Narayan.